Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lindsay and my channel is So Sweet Samuel, and you're very welcome here. If you're an existing viewer, you're very welcome. If you've been here since the beginning, thank you very much for coming back. And if you're a new viewer, thank you very much for stopping by and trying me out today. I hope you like what you see, and if you like what you'll see, maybe you'll hit subscribe and like and leave me a comment in the comment section. So today is the 17th of June. It is 11:45, no, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon now, and it's currently 23 degrees and I'm melting. I don't want to put the fan on because I think the noise will be a bit irritating. So I'm out in my classroom, but it's hot out here. It's very hot. I don't like the summer. I'm much more of an autumn winter kind of girl. Spring, autumn, my seasons, and obviously Christmas. You all know I love Christmas. So I've been back from holiday for about 2 weeks, just looking after mum. She wasn't very good while we were away, so just trying to get her back to health again. She's not too good, so please sort of keep her in your thoughts and prayers. I've just put her back up to bed now. One of my good friends just popped round with her mum for a quick cup of tea. So mum came downstairs to see them, and then when they went home, I just put mum back upstairs to bed. So I've just watered the garden, and I thought I'd pop out and do a quick video because I've been trying to do this for quite a few days, but just time runs away with me. So I thought I'd do a quick video now, quick catch up, let you know what I'm doing, some plans and so on. So let me show you some finished objects. I've just got it all in a bag here. It's got it all in this lovely big bag that I got from Beehive Yarns last year in their advent calendar. So my first finished object, I've still got to weave in the ends, is the blanket for my sister, for one of the carers at the home she's in. She's having a baby. Well, it was actually in the first home she was in when she first came out of hospital. So it's just a baby blanket for her. So I've just got 2 ends, I think, to weave in. So this was just made in, let me find the ball band. Hold on, delve deep into this bag. I really enjoy doing this, and I will get another crochet blanket on the go, and I have actually got a plan for one. So this was done with a 4mm hook, and it was King Cole Cutie Pie, and the colour was Key Lime Pie, and the shade was 5382. And it took 3 balls to do this, with a tiny bit left. So I'm really pleased how this turned out. So I'm just going to weave in the ends, and then I'll message the lady and let her know it's finished, and see if she wants me to drop it up to the home she works in, or whether she'll come and see my sister. She did say she'd come and see my sister. So I'm going to put in a ball band just so she knows how to wash it. It's all machine washable and everything. So that's all done, and I really enjoyed having that. That was such a nice, simple, grab and go project. If I sit in by mum, I could just sit and crochet that. I didn't take that on holiday with me, but I'm definitely going to have a crochet blanket on the go always, I think. I'm thinking actually of using my elderflower stitches advent calendar from last year, or my dandelion and dogwood advent calendar. Dandelion and dogwood has got more variation of colours. Elderflower stitches is all just pinks, I believe. So I'm going to look at the 2 and see which one, and just do a giant granny square and just keep going round and round and round, because I think they look quite effective. I don't know which one I would do. Dandelion and dogwood I know has got different colours, because that was Dandelion Dogwood Cafe. So I know lots of different colours in that. That wasn't last year, that was the year before. I think I've only pinched one colour out of that, because what I'd started doing didn't work out. And elderflower stitches, because I didn't think I was getting that advent calendar in the end, I sort of didn't have anything planned for that one, so that sort of didn't actually get used as planned. Okay, next I have Oh, actually, let's show you these. So I finished, if I got a sock blocker, I finished my gorgeous socks from the lovely, using the lovely beautiful bunting from lovely Paula. I finished these before we went on holiday, and I absolutely love this pattern. So this pattern was, I can't remember. I can't remember what this was called, but it's a beautiful pattern. I probably have, actually, I've got my book here. Hold on. Sweet Scent of Summer by Debbie Ford. So I have got two, and I have got a fair bit of this yarn left. So I would like to make some shorties, just to have on in the evening in the summer. I think you sometimes need a pair of socks on in the evening, but this pattern was lovely. By the time I got to the second sock, I knew what I was doing with the pattern. The first sock, I don't know which is which, but the first sock, there might be a few mistakes in, but it was once I got to the second sock, I knew what I was doing, and it's a really nice pattern. So I bought two skeins of this yarn from Paula. I bought one, just the pink, and one as a sock set. So I had the pink and the blue, and I also bought the beautiful bunting bag as well, which I just love. This has got a different sock project in, but this yarn, was dyed by Lay Family Yarn, was based on the bunting that Paula had at her wedding, which I just think is beautiful. So I love anything Paula makes. I love. But I love this colourway, and the yarn is so soft. I love Lay Family Yarn. I have actually ordered this year the Lay Family Yarn Advent Calendar. She's got quite a few different Advent calendars going on this year, but I've ordered the one that is a weekly one, and you get a different pattern each week as well. So you can make socks, a hat. I can't remember what the other two things are that you make, but I think you make 4 different things out of the yarn. But yeah, so Sweet Scent of Summer by Debbie Ford. I'm really, really happy with that. So I have got two little socks there. So they will go away now. I am going to put them away actually with my Lay Family Yarn Secret Santa sock set. Although they're not, I do put away all my socks for the year. Well, I started doing it last year. I put away all the socks I knit in a year. And then at the end of the year, I've got a whole set of socks, although I haven't done as many so far this year. So cast on 56 stitches as per the pattern. I did a 12 round rib, and then the leg the pattern has a 12 row repeat, and I did 5 repeats of that, so 60 rows in the leg. Then I did the heel and the flap, and then I did the foot. The foot, which also had 60 rows, and then the toe. Really nice socks. Then I've still got my needle in because I just need to finish off the weaving the ends. So this is the second colourway from the Secret Santa Sock Club by Lay Family Yarn, and this is Heirloom Baubles. Oh, put it on the right way round, Lindsay. And this is using Kay from the Bakery Bears sock pattern of crunkled sock, which I love the crunkled sock. So this was the main colourway, and then a grey contrast. So I did a 2x2 rib. I did 10 rows of rib in the main colourway, and then 2 rows of the grey, and then into the crunkle pattern. I kept the main colour for the heel, and then carried on with the foot, and then used the contrast for the toe. So for this one, let's find my pattern. I cast on 60 stitches for this. Altogether I did 12 rows of rib again. I did 60 rounds of the pattern because it's a 12 round repeat. So I did 5 repeats of the pattern, did the heel, flap and gusset, and then 60 for the foot, and then my toe. So I've done one and I've started the second one. And I really, really enjoy, what's that? Oh yeah, I really enjoy the crunkle sock pattern. I think it gives it quite an autumnal. With this yarn, I felt it needed something that looked autumnal, and I feel that this looks like sort of, I don't know, conkers or blackberries. So I really like that one. And then in my project bag that I made on holiday, this was a slow stitch project that I made sitting by the cove in Menorca. I have one sock. It's the one sock show today. And this is Oh Christmas Tree by Lay Family Yarn. It's the Lay Family Yarn show. And I think this is the third colourway. And I just wanted a plain sock to knit on holiday. I did a very long sock. So we've got where it's find this one in my book. So where's this one? Excuse me. Where are you hiding? So, Oh Christmas Tree, what did we do here? So we cast on 56 stitches on a 2.25 needle, I believe. Always use 2.25. We did 12 rows of the cream, which is like the fairy lights on the tree. Then we did 2x2 rib. Then we did 4 rows of 2x2 rib in green. Then we went onto the leg and we did 60 rounds of just stocking stitch. Then we did the heel, flap and gusset, and then we did 60 rounds of the foot, and then back to the cream with the fairy light effect on the toe. So actually the same length of all the socks I've done, it just looks longer because it's plain. I had a night, I think I told you about this on holiday. I think with all the stress of the ladies slapping Samuel on holiday and everything and all that upset, I'd knit all the leg, I did the heel, and then I forgot to decrease. I just started doing the foot, so I had to rip it back and do the decrease. But I like, you can't see it very well. I think next time, if I was to do this again, I would have, so can you see, I've got the 12 rows of rib in the cream, then 4 rows of rib in the green. I think next time I would have a bit more of the rib in the cream and then go to the green. So I think maybe with another pair, I might do that and break the rib up a bit more. So I've got one more plain one to do. So I've got one more of the heirloom baubles and one more of this green one to do. But there's no rush. I'm just enjoying the process. So that's my knitting progress. I'll just put that back over there. What else have I got on the go? Okay, so you had seen this cross stitch that had been finished, Summer Wishes and Bumblebee Kisses. And when we were away in beginning of May, a charity shop I bought a whole load of vintage fabrics from them, and I've shown you all of those in a previous video. But they also had a big bag of photo frames that they were just going to get rid of, and she asked me if I would like them for my projects. So this frame was the perfect size for this little cross stitch. This is by Primrose Cottage Stitch, and it fits this cross stitch beautifully. So I just popped that into there. This cross stitch was super quick to do. You could do this in, I think it took me 36 hours, 48 hours to do from start to finish. So it's all the called for colours, all DMC called for colours, and really pretty. That's done. Another cross stitch while we were away. I started this cross stitch, which is another Primrose Cottage stitch. I would rather be stitching, and then I finished this off last week. So I'm just going to make this into a pillow finish. I just need to level off my bottom. My bottom's a bit wonky. Story of my life, a wonky bottom. So I'm just going to level off my bottom. Is my bottom wonky? Yeah, I think my bottom's wonky. So straighten up my bottom, and then that'll be ready to made into a pillow finish. So they all go with the one up there. You see that one, Hive Rules, and the one I did last year in the caravan. So I've got a couple more of these to do. I'm loving them. I really love those cross stitches. I've got a cross stitch on the go, but there's not a lot to show for it, and it is for a friend. So that's all I've done of it. But it's this one. It's from Bothy Threads, and it's Gorgeous Girl, and it's for a friend. So haven't done a lot of that one, so hopefully I will give that some love later on. And he started that the other day. And then another work in progress. Do you remember at the beginning of the year, my friend Silvana was going home to Australia, and she wanted me to make her 2 memory bears out of a duvet cover. So I did that for her. She came around this weekend and she's asked me to make her another bear. So I'm making another bramble bear. So here is his head. So I've given him a proper bear nose and some brown safety eyes. So this is made out of 100% felt this time. So he's got a proper nose, and here is his body. And I've got half a leg sewn, and is for a wedding gift. The groom wants some clothes made out of these rather funky Bermuda shorts that they all had to wear. They went to Las Vegas for a week for a combined stag and hen do. So I've got to make some funky clothes for the bear for the wedding in a few weeks' time. So I have got the book of clothes. So I'm going to sort him out some clothes. So I'm sitting doing that with Mum while I'm sort of sitting with Mum in the afternoons. So really enjoying that. And then the other day, got a couple of incomings I want to show you. So first of all, I didn't realise, I'm just going to put this stuff away quickly. I didn't realise that Cool Crafting was having a market day, and I just happened to be on Facebook and I discovered that Cool Crafting was having a market day. So if you don't know what a market day is, so Cool Crafting is the home of Luna Lappin. So this is one of my Luna Lappins I made quite a while ago. Her ears are a bit floppy. So I love Luna Lappin, love making them. And I was on the website just having a look around, and I discovered they were having a market day. So a market day happens a couple of times a year where you can go on and you can sell Luna projects that maybe you're never going to finish, Luna kits, Luna books, Luna accessories, anything you want Luna related. You can sell them just for one day or 48 hours. You can sell them on that day on that site. So I've brought a couple of things. I've brought the Austin kits, and I think that's all I've ever brought is the Austin kit. But a lady was selling an accessory for Luna, and I have looked for this accessory for years. I love it. Are you ready? Are you ready to see this? Look what I managed to get. I have got a Luna bike. Isn't it gorgeous? Now, I did ask the lady who sold it to me where she got it from, because I thought other people might be interested, but she said, I believe she said she also got it from a Luna D-stash, from a Luna market day. So I've no idea where she got this from, but oh my goodness, I just love this. This has come all the way from the Highlands of Scotland, about half an hour from where one of my very good friends lives, and I just love it. So I've seen, and it's got a little stand, so it will stand up. I'm not very good at sitting the Lunas on there. I don't know if it's better for Flora lapping. So she's having to sort of sit there more. But I'm thinking, you know, it's going to look lovely with some flowers coming out of the basket. But she's having to sit there because she can't sit on her saddle. Whoops. And support herself very well. But I just love her on her bike. So sit down there, Luna. So it's worth joining the Luna Lapping page on Facebook and keeping your eye out for when they have market days. That cost me £18, which I'm really happy with. And then my lovely friend Kay, we were chatting on Thursday night about different things, and I sent her a really random gift. Won't tell you what I sent her because it was bizarre. And then in order to send her this gift, I had to take something out of my basket that had been in my basket, but I wasn't in a position to buy it. So I put this item in my wish list, and on Saturday, Kay messaged me and said, something's coming your way. Sorry, I'm really hot now. She said, something's coming your way. So Saturday afternoon, this fantastic gift arrived. And it is So Felt Animals from Apple Blossom Wood. Look at these characters. You've got an elephant, a cow, a bear, a fox, or two cows. So there are actually two elephants. There's a lady and a man. There's two cows, two foxes, and a bear. And they are rather similar to Luna Lappin. Now, I have seen all these characters when I've been at the Knitting and Stitching show. There's a lady has a beautiful stall there with all these characters and beautiful props. But what I really love about these characters, I mean, they're very similar to Luna Lappin. The only animal that is different is the elephant. Let me find the elephant page. The elephant, obviously Luna doesn't have an elephant. But I just absolutely adore the clothes. Let me show you the clothes in this book. Let me see if I can show you. So they're the same size as all the Luna characters, I think, from memory. This is Bertie the bear. That's his clothes. So the clothes are very old-fashioned, very sort of Victorian. They all have their own backstory, a bit like Luna. This is Ellie, the elephant's wardrobe. This is his wife, Alicia's wardrobe. This is Chester and Sapphire Fox. I love their dresses and their outfits. I just think they look so dapper in their clothes. I just love them. Let me find. This is Emma and Byron, Highland Cows. I just love this book. The artwork again, a bit like Luna, the artwork is just stunning. Let's see if I can find some more pictures to show you. Is that all? Sorry. Yeah, so Emma and Byron. That's the foxes. I just love them. It's the elephants. So pretty. That's Bertie. So dapper. So similar concept to Luna, but just quite different clothes. Oh, I love her dress. So I should definitely be making the animals and the clothes from this book. So thank you so much, Kay. So this is So Felt Animals from Apple Blossom Woods. So thank you so much, Kay. That's beautiful. Thank you. Now, the next thing I have to show you, which is the last thing, my friend Tina has opened up a shop in Norfolk, and the shop is called Beach Wave Creations, and it's in Hunstanton. Okay, and she holds workshops. She sells lots of beautiful items in her shop, and she holds workshops and craft sessions where you can go along and make things. So you can make hand painted shells, seascape mixed media, wind chimes, resin jewellery, family puzzle workshops, and many more. And Tina has just started producing slow stitch kits, and she very kindly gifted me a slow stitch kit. Okay, so it comes in a postie friendly box which will go through your letterbox. So she sent me this, and she's asked me to do a review of the box. So I'm going to show you what you get in the box, and then I'm going to do another video again and making the project. So this pattern is called Shine Bright, and it's a slow stitch project. So this is the idea. So it's a little boat sailing across in the sunset, or in the moonlight rather. So in this box, I don't know if this is an extra for me, you've got a honey hug, and it says, here is a pocket hug for the times I'm not here. Keep me in your pocket and take me everywhere. And it's a seashell. I love that sunset or sunrise. So the box comes beautifully wrapped in Beach Wave Creations paper and some eco-friendly paper tape. You've got a little plastic box here, and in this plastic box you've got your beads, the moon, and different bits and pieces. Then open the box up, you've got your piece of calico with your Shine Bright on there. You've then got everything you're going to need. So you've got your 2 needles, so you've got your sewing needle, and you've got your beading needle, a very thin, fine needle. You've got a piece of felt here. You've got some embroidery thread. So we've got a nice midnight blue and a grey embroidery thread here. You've got some wool as embellishments, some trim, some beautiful, beautiful fabric, shimmery green fabric. Nice size piece of shimmery green fabric there. You've got a piece of twill tape. You've got another sea themed piece of ribbon here. Really nice. Got another piece that's coming out much darker than it actually is. Another piece of bluey fabric here. The darker piece of blue fabric. This is to make the sea. And then your piece of calico is your base piece. And it all fits nicely into the box. And then you've got your inspiration picture, which you can use and copy completely, or you can just use as inspiration and you can do your own thing. So these boxes are produced once a month. I can't off the top of my head think of the price, but I will find out the price for when I come to sew this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do a sew along with you and show you how I make this. So if you're interested in that, that'll be an up and coming video very soon. But I'm certainly really pleased with this project because it comes in such a handy little box. You've got everything you need in there, apart from your scissors and a couple of pins, but you literally only need a few pins to do this project. And that is a portable project that you can take with you and work on when you're out and about. I took a couple of these away on holiday with me and I completed them on holiday, and I literally took half a dozen pins with me and a pair of scissors. Actually, I did take scissors, but I used a seam ripper as well to cut threads and things. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do a live, well, maybe not live, but I'm going to do a video anyway showing you how I'm going to sew this together, because I'm not going to copy the picture exactly. I'm going to have a play around and see what I can come up with, because I'm loving this slow stitching. So let me know if anybody else has got this kit and is going to sew along with me, or if you fancy getting this kit. It'd be really great if you fancy going along to Beach Wave Creations, if you fancy going along to Beach Wave Creations and ordering this kit, and maybe you could do this with me. That would be really nice actually, if you fancy getting this kit. She's got a Facebook website, www.beachwavecreations.co.uk. So if you fancied ordering this kit and sewing along with me, that would be lovely. So let me know in the comments. Okay, so I'm going to head off now, go and make mum some lunch, drink my cup of tea that I brought out and haven't touched, my lovely Emma Bridgewater mug. I love Emma Bridgewater. nobody ever has. But my lovely friend Claire, from Claire Who Makes Things, she messaged me at the weekend to say she had made a lovely video. She had subscribed to a sewing magazine, and the gift for the subscribing was a Janome sewing machine. And she had made a fantastic video showing how to use this machine from start to finish. And although I can sew, I watched this video and I picked up some tips from Claire. It was a really, really useful video, and it would have taken Claire a long time to produce this video. And Claire is far more professional than me because she edits her video and, you know, puts in writing and does a lot on her video. She's very professional. And she messaged me and said somebody left a really nasty comment. So I went on Claire's video and I said to the lady, you know, there's no need to be unkind and rude to people. You know, Claire is a lovely lady. She's a working mum, and, you know, she's a mum of 3 boys. I didn't say she was a mum of 3 boys, but I said, you know, Claire is a lovely lady. Do not be unkind to her. You can't be nice to somebody. Don't bother saying anything at all. So nobody's ever left me an unkind comment, but, you know, just remember the people behind the videos are real people with real feelings, and we do this because we want to share what we're making with people. And I've touched wood, I've always been lucky. Nobody's ever left me a nasty comment, but, you know, do remember, I mean, I know all my subscribers and viewers are all lovely, but maybe if you do ever see a nasty comment on somebody's video, maybe just like I did, jump in and say, hang about. That is a real person with real feelings, real emotions. Don't be nasty. Life's too short to be nasty. You know, if you don't like what somebody's put out there, don't watch them. Don't comment, don't watch them, but don't be nasty. You know, especially people like us that have only got a few thousand subscribers. It's different for the people that have got millions and millions of videos, millions and millions of subscribers, and they're never going to read their comments. But when you've only got, you know, a few thousand subscribers and you can read your comments, Claire's got more than that, but, and you can read all your comments, it is hurtful if you get a nasty comment. Anyway, rant over. So thank you for joining me again today. If you liked what you've seen, it'd be lovely if you hit like and subscribe, maybe leave a comment. Nice one. And I'll catch up with you soon. And if you fancy joining me for a sew along with this lovely kit from Tina from Beachwave Creations, maybe you could hop along to her Facebook page, order yourself a kit, and we can have a little sew along. And I'll see you all really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.